This video is classified. You must not share this video with anyone outside of Team 2 until after the game has ended. I have returned after 24 hours of absence. Thankfully, nothing has happened that is catastrophic in that time. Well, nothing catastrophic in that time. I mean, there is still the matter of that I have not built up as much economy as I should have, and for these many stars, I should have had much more economy. I mean, just if I had saved even a little bit more for economy, right, I'd have double the amount I have right now. So that was a blunder, which I intend to fix by spending everything on economy next cycle. I hope I have built up enough industry and science to suffice in that time. We'll see. Well, it appears there's no enemies to the northeast, so that means I can divert many ships to the west against the hunt and free-for-all enthusiast. I have routed this explorer to carry ships from this fleet, that star, and this fleet and that star to arrive here. And because of the warp gates, it will be able to assemble here very quickly. The fleet I estimate the fleet to be at least roughly 60 ships, and given that the hunt is already going to be attacked by Canis Cosmos anyway, the extra 60 ships will help in that general assault. There's still a bit of an issue, mostly because our ally, Piggy, is basically neighbors of a bunch of people. The Huns, Evander, Balrog, and definitely the Bob. So he has 4 enemies, and I'm pretty sure they're planning on... Actually, he even has 5, because there's also me in the north. So I assume they're trying to do a 5v1 against him. So the assault against the Hunt will be especially critical, because it will certainly divert the attention from one of the 5. Let's see. Pugfarts in Space is currently giving me a very bloody nose, taking 2 binaries and a very heavily built up 7 industry star. So that was a major loss for me in the northeast. And so basically, it's not really going to be a 1v5. He will have Canis and me beating up the Huns, so that takes him out of the fight. Me is getting beaten up by Pugfart, so that takes him out of the fight, which leaves, and Balrog also neighbors him, so it could be these 2. And also, definitely the Bob also has neighbors with Canis. That leaves Evander. And Evander, too, is not free to full send all his ships against Piggy, because he also neighbors Brown Diamond, with only half-hearted contributions from everyone else, because if they try to concentrate against Piggy, then the lack of ships in their other fronts will be sorely felt when counterattacks occur, such as my 60 fleet push into the northwest. Hopefully that should relieve him, because that's pretty much all I can do. But hopefully the Hunt will scream bloody murder as he's getting ripped apart, and perhaps that will even draw Evander's ships away from Piggy. And maybe that should be enough to help him out. We'll see. Alright, so I've abandoned... you can't abandon in this game, and because of that, I have thought ahead and left this star unclaimed, and I've also left this star unclaimed. So, Green Circle has not reported on any enemies in his borders. We've accounted for 13 of the 15 enemies, so the extra 2 could be anywhere. But since we're on the eastern edge, I doubt it, and that means I should be expecting full support from Green Circle, unless... there's still 2 enemies unaccounted for, so there really could be some over there, and if there is, then we will have to stamp him out so that we can close up a front. So it depends. But if we do see and guarantee that there is indeed no other enemies, then we should be able to pile drive into into Free for All Enthusiast, and then from there, hopefully we'll take control of this cluster and then make a push there. There's so we seem to have an advantage there. There might be problem. Well, I don't know. There might be some. I think there's a bunch of people here, and there's some empty space which is not accounted for. So we will see. Now onto cartography. A map report has come in with information that has allowed me to finally unite the maps into one cohesive picture of the galaxy. This puts my region of the map to the east of the rest of the team. Although I don't have the exact reference points to make the positions absolute, I am confident that they are relatively correct. So that's good. At long last, there it is, a grand and unified picture of the map. With this, we will be able to... Well, I mean, it puts Balrog to the east of Bug. That's close enough, is it not? I mean, it doesn't change too much. I see. Well, in that case... there we go. That should be good enough. All 15 team members accounted for, and 13 of 15 enemies accounted for. We'll need to keep our eyes peeled for the last 2. Now, on to local matters. Due to the geography of the map, there are strong and weak positions. There are many opportunities we must seize and in turn prevent the enemy from seizing. To this end, fleets are already on the move. In the west, an assault against Boblin is underway, led by Monster, Country Club, and Alpha Serpentis. In the south, Lifehouse Dayong has begun an attack against Skrog. In the center, Pug presses an attack after a stunning victory over Meh. East of this, the enemy launched a multi-pronged assault against Piggy. And finally, Canis Cosmos and the Jewish Star Empire prepare an assault against the Hunt.